Guys, here in lovely San Jose, it's Genesis 9. We've been playing so many fantastic platform fighters this weekend. Smash Brothers 64, Melee, Ultimate, Rushdown and Revolt, and of course, Rivals of Aether here. This is the season finale once again, and we get to witness a beautiful finisher for a season that has gone all over the place from fantastic performances from some of the old heads, and also a lot of hungry up-and-comers making their great runs at it. And to witness it with me here, I've got Akashi, the guy who got 7th place here, right? Going to be joining us on the desk for the rest of the bracket. And of course, the man himself who brought us all together, creator of Rivals of Aether, Dan Fornace. Guys, there's been so much that happened. This is like part of the reason why it doesn't surprise me that they had such a close set. On top of like the acumen, that's gonna.
He dodges out of it.
And that's incredible. Like, Soul Rifle not only dodges out of it, but it has the chance to start his own percent. Doesn't get the chance to get a kill. Still alive against the sour hit clap.
Yeah, and again, like, this is where Ratchet can be pretty in a bit of a rough spot. Oh, gets his jumps back. This is big.
Soul Rifle keeps hunting. Now he's got like a...
Oh, wait, this is... No, again, he's not closing it. It feels like he's a little reluctant to do these tether confirms right there. That could have happened earlier, but Soul Rifle kind of just a little more shaky than we're used to seeing. Like, he's not feeling as confident with the tether confirms.
Puts in time.
Oh, we're getting another character swap. We are seeing the Force Burn come out. Am I seeing that right?
You are absolutely seeing that right. Either that or we both need our vision checked. Soul Rifle
do you think he's trying to do some mental damage?
No, I mean... Oh, wait!
Yeah.
He's the Force Burn! What?
The Deception character has appeared. We thought it was Soul Rifle, but no, it was Bio. Bio is the Force...
Oh my god!
That's a design we tried to do, is marking as a way to see through it, since, you know, to allude to Maple.
Oh, speaking of alluding, that back air taking the stock at an early percentage. We're at our last stock game 3.
I mean, here's the thing. We got full stacks of Combust, right? If Bio finds himself an opening, this could actually get really spicy, yeah.
He's got Combust online too. If he needs to escape,
yep. He has to use it for recovery. Absolutely worth it for the smoke screen. Huge amounts of it cleared out with those coins.
All right,
and some help from Lily there.
Yeah, a little help. Lily, unfortunately betraying. Oh, gets a 4 forwarders into a backing conversion. Quick 50. All right, gets the remark.
Yeah, that mark is huge.
Setting up the Lily once again.
Yeah. It's a nair though.
Right afterwards, and the pop-off from Soul Rifle so loud that I couldn't even hear you guys for a split second.
Maybe an early exit out of the side special, but
that parry.
That double parry into just throwing out the down at a... Oh, yeah, you know he's going to DI into the rock every day of the week. ZeeBee knows.
I like that moment where ZeeBee was like, do I extend my advantage or do I go back to my rock? And Bagel turning that around with a slick recovery.
Using the up B spike to convert off of that tech into it. Oh my, he's going for some stuff right now. I can't even get to talk about the up B conversion into the back air because he's already going for something else entirely. Right off of that downer is actually insane knowledge from Bagel to use.
Yeah, that was wild, especially with the down special right there.
Yeah.
Oh, forcing that air dodge burn from ZeeBee, so important.
This is where I know ZeeBee. This is where his home is.
The wall pillar.
Oh,
beautiful snipe!
Yeah, again, another beautiful up B snipe there from Bagel. Last stock, game 1. Been able to break the pillar and hit ZeeBee at the same time. Holds out. Again, another parry on that down B. Oh, very scary. Instant nair is going to break that out.
Saved the double jump.
Another one.
Gonna get the down strong's not going to be able to kill your build space for armor.
Yeah, build space for armor, and this is scary. Krag has really good ways to deal with Edelus and armor, but Edelus having armor is still really good in this scenario. The crowd's cheering for Bagel. They want to see it win, but ZeeBee's going to take it. Game 1 of over 100% on both of them. Edelus basically over 200%. I think some of these side Bs that he's trying to down B punish, I know he's going for something there, but I feel like if he changes up the way he's punishing those, it'll prove a lot more successful.
We did see a change in the previous game to waiting for it to end in forward stronging, but ZeeBee had the rock set up on a platform.
Oh god. We're seeing a lot of down B spikes right now.
Still 0% on ZeeBee too, and we have the shotgun blast of rocks, but we still have that fair armor serving Bagel once again.
All right. Yeah, just decide to go over the rock, understandable, because you want to try and put yourself between Crag and the rock as much as possible, but goes for the up air to challenge the down B all the way up in the sky. Flustered, trying to just clean up this first stock. ZeeBee's created the Lego house. the little fortress of solitude, if you will. He had the pillar up on one side, he had the rock on the other, like, no matter what you do, I will be able to tap.
I have.
Oh, there it is, the nairs we know him for.
Has to use the edge guard. Could use the pillar.
No! The up air one trading with that. Gets his jump back, but flinches at the up strong, and that's going to be a 3-0 for ZeeBee. Moving on into loser semifinals to fight Soul Rifle. Bagel exiting the tournament at 5th place, but still, yeah, and like you mentioned there, like we saw it briefly there, Seggo did a full hop into a fast fall double jump into a fast fall down air because he wanted to bait out that parry, and that is like one of the few, and I say this like very, very like seriously, like it's one of those few habits that Cake actually does have. Like every player has habits, and that is like the one habit that people are starting to realize that, like, you know, CakeAssault does like to sometimes, he gets a little nervous when someone's like pressuring him. He's not immune to kind of like cracking under the pressure, but
we're saying that, but those were 3 missed parries from Seggo right there, and Cake didn't fall for any of them.
Yeah, no, and just like that, the clone into the back air, up 2 stocks right now in this game 1. Seggo right now is not a lot for a character like Olympia. Pretty heavy, pretty durable.
Cake off stage, and Seggo at least getting a little bit of a hit and keeping it going too with the pressure, punishing CakeAssault for trying to destroy that gem, setting him off stage.
Ooh, manages to make it back off that second side B, which is really important because of the pixel snap that Olympia has.
Oh, I love that. Wait to see where Cake was going to go, and picking up
top.
right afterwards, only 48% on Seggo.
Oh, like you said, you know, you can't really count Seggo out. I have been a fool. I have been deceived.
I mean, here's the thing. We're all learning right now exactly what the Punch Rat Supreme is capable of.
Exactly, but Forsberg not really wanting to let it go so easily. Oh, went for it all off that, but barely lives that. He's going in with some respectful jab checks. Ooh. Oh, I love the idea there. Extending out with the FADC to try and go for that forward air to kill off the side. Ooh, great weight there on that FADC as well to just make sure he doesn't run into the fair again.
Ready for the gem pop with the parry, and he gets the kill off of it!
Converts into an entire stock off of that one crystal pop.
Cake has been doing some homework.
Yeah, he's like, oh no,
this time opting to put the gem closer onto the stage, but this time it still gets popped, I believe, by that clone teleport.
Yep. At 208, he dies off the top. He could have lived that.
Wasn't purple, so Trevor says he could have.
Yeah.
Oh, Trevor said he could. Okay, I got to make sure we update that saying. People usually say, you know, Dan.
No, it was Trevor. I didn't program that.
Oh, another forward strong. Beautiful.
Yeah, catching the air dodge attempt up because we had the tech on the gem pop, which ordinarily helps in that situation.
Oh my God!
That was a great call by Seggo. In that situation, when you're popped out of gem, right, you can still choose where you DI based on that. That forward air covers the DI in by CakeAssault and picks up that win for Seggo, putting him back on the board.
Yeah, it covers that tech option. It has a lot of disjoint, so it goes off the stage too. So even if you get that wall tech, sometimes you're just better off like waiting just a little bit and delaying that tech, or maybe just falling down just a little further so you can stay out of the range of it. But that being said, Seggo's been picking up on that with a lot of the people he's fought against this top 8.
Yeah.
Like he did something similar, I believe, against Soul Rifle as well. Ooh, but there we go. That forward air into the down strong, gonna take it, and we're on last stock here. Game number 3. This is big because again, counter pick advantage if it goes to game 5, goes to the winner of this game.
Oh, this is huge. We have no air dodge. Okay, Seggo makes it back on stage. This time, just CakeAssault just stays out of range of that very quick draw. But we have the ladder attempt.
Every hit is terrifying. You know he wants to go for it, and he does. Oh, but the forward strong almost killing off the side.
Capitalizing with the smoke, right, for the instant teleport. Yeah.
Gotta clear that out.
Using the teleport to avoid the gem pop.
Yeah, the clone taking both the gem pop and the it does kill off the top. So the clone there took the crystal for itself. Like it took the hit, which basically lets CakeAssault recover back for free.
So far, these sides.
He's been stuck off stage.
I mean, he's stuck off stage. Ooh, yeah, there he died. I was just gonna say, like, So far, though, he's also been living things that would have killed him earlier, right?
Yeah,
like,
that's very true.
Like that up special, that was like at around 150, and was able to just DI comfortably a little bit out, right, and still have a chance to come back. But, I mean, Seggo's edge guarding still has been really solid overall. So still stuffed out there, but this is another opportunity, maybe. No.
Oh,
this is the scary stuff. Catching?
No, yeah. Does catch, but good DI not to go off the top. Fantastic. Keeps him in it. But F tilts, tries to get him to go into the crystal field. Does get it. Doesn't get the downer, though.
Gets just out of the way of the up B, but not back to the ground in time to punish. And that's the Galaxy, and Seggo wins winners finals, moves on to grands, and waits
Another
there.
thing that CakeAssault has done really well is, when in the matchups he needs to, he kind of suffocates his opponent, makes sure you don't have time to do your strategy. And Soul Rifle has mastered that as well. I think like we see, especially early into the bracket, both of them, they don't really give these new players time to like establish their game plan. And that's what makes it so hard, because you can have so much success online and against your friends, and you're coming up and coming, and you come to a tournament, and then these top players just say, nah.
Well, like just right out the gate, at the go, immediately leaving up in ZeeBee's face. Here's his back here before he can even pull a bomb.
He took 58% before, like, within the first 10, the first 10 seconds.
You are on the screen at game start, and you die.
And you lost your stock at 20 seconds. We didn't even get to say loser semifinals, ethereal gates. We're just going right into it.
And still keeping that ledge thanks to that Lily. Ooh. Nice sneak on by ZeeBee, but still so much ground to cover, and the SD on top of it makes this life a nightmare now.
Yeah, down 2 stocks already, and unfortunately, not really finding the opportunity. Oh, wait, I think I spoke too soon. Yeah, gets the stock right there with the finisher.
ZeeBee always has a plan, never doubt that.
I'm sorry I ever doubted. The Zeeb's knowledge pool is so much larger than my own. I don't know what he's thinking. I don't think anyone knows what he's thinking.
That's part of the recipe of the success, right?
Oh! Part of Soul Rifle's recipe for success is forwarder into weak nair into a second forwarder, taking the stock at 50. Doesn't even need the tether confirm.
No, it didn't even need tether there. I think
we're seeing the immediate swap to crash.
Yeah, I instantly heard that pillar sound effect. Yeah, like I absolutely understand this.
Need to kind of figure out how to play the ground game, because again, like there's no platform to work with. So he's got like a whole he's not gonna be able to escape those tether confirms, but he is at the very least going to try and figure out like what he can do on the main stage itself to really kind of combat Soul Rifle's movement.
Especially because Soul Rifle's movement across platforms is so good, right? It's one of like one of many well-optimized aspects of his play. So just like denying him that, especially if you don't think you can match that platform movement, it can make a lot of sense. But so far, ZeeBee still just can't breathe against Soul Rifle.
Yeah, and that's the second stock right there.
64% only.
Yeah. The one thing that great plat boost there, or I guess stage,
stage boost, plat boost,
doing it there to get that forwarder to see out the stock. But that is kind of the one. Oh no, goes off stage with a rock pull, not great. All right, gets the upper there, manages to get backstage. Kind of getting a bit of a game plan forming here with the Crag, but having no platforms to escape from means that like you are kind of stuck.
Yeah,
at the mercy of this juggle situation.
Exactly, especially with Maple's fast ground speed. How are you going to get away? You don't. The tether up air once again. Soul Rifle.
ZeeBee throwing his arms out like, what do I do? I'm just dead. I'm just dead.
Sets up Lily on the other side of the stage. Actually just knocks the finisher away there.
Yeah.
Yep, President connect.
Now there's an opportunity for ZeeBee, though, being able to, at last, set up the start of an edge guard.
Yeah, great down tilt. Oh, and down tilts the finisher into ZeeBee.
The perfect angle. What a great awareness by Soul Rifle.
Under the sun to just kind of seal out the game. And taking 28 damage of your own percent, or of your own volition, of your own devices is not ideal. Oh, I don't think he has any jumps. Pulling out the bomb, but great parry from Soul Rifle. Extremely
good. That's one of the best ways that ZeeBee tends to get back on the stage, right? Is taking his own bomb and then landing back on. So being able to parry that and punish him for it. Got Soul Rifle a bit more extra damage in that position where Maple can get so many different things to kill him. We have the attempted parry. This time ZeeBee manages to sneak on against Soul Rifle.
All right, gets the up air. There's a chance.
There is a chance. ZeeBee is not quite out of this yet. We have just the beginnings of a mark right now. If we get one wrap on this Moth, you know, it's curtains.
Yeah, we get one straight conversion off of a dash attack, maybe a nair. Oh, ZeeBee's working with it.
Got a solid 42%. I mean, Maple's so light. It's going to get the kill with the uppercut on the wrap, and Soul Rifle wins with a swift 3-0 over ZeeBee and gets another shot at CakeAssault, the last shot of this season.
Yeah, or you can play with really strong normals and go into their face. Loses finals. We've been starting on Ethereal Gates a lot this top 6. I'm just saying, this has kind of been the go-to so far.
It has the title theme of Rivals of Aether in it, right?
It's very true.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that at first, but yeah, it does sort of like have the title theme. It fits in with the whole like finale too, because in story mode, this is where everyone winds up at the end of it all.
You got the last stock effect here. It's perfect. And that being said, I mean, we're getting one step closer there. The first stock taken by Soul Rifle in 30 seconds.
Soul Rifle's coming off of 2 3-0 wins back to back, and is staying on stage. He's oh my gosh, that was borderlining on a 3 stock. Good for Cake to stop the bleeding before it got way too serious. So this could be the start, because like we said before, Cake is never really out until it says game. And there we go. There's the juggles, but gets hit by that down B.
You don't make losers run your career classic if you can't clutch out consistently.
Exactly. But right now, Soul Rifle doing the up B cancel into the full uppercut. I remember he mentioned that he reactionarily does that. He mentioned he does up B cancels and checks for DI, and then reaction chases to do the full uppercut if they do slight DI.
You don't have to do the reset on Cake.
Exactly. Like, there's less time for Cake to adapt to you. And in this case, like, I know deep down, I think Soul Rifle really does want the run back, and I think that is really motivating him. Oh my God, the punish on the cape by just doing forward strong to get the wrap into an extension.
Cake disengages, tries to get a whip punish there.
Yeah, that backwards at forward special to get the Lily.
The reactions we were talking about, Akashi can absolutely win.
Yep, and there's the fair spike. Gonna do it up again in game number 2. Still a bit of a fragile lead because it is Maple, and you can see right there, forward air into down strong, gonna do it.
You know it. Completely even stocks now, a closer margin already for CakeAssault.
Right now, this is looking grim. Again, like, Cake has just not been able to escape the tech chase madness that is Soul Rifle right now. Every hit just leads to so much. He's maximizing off of everything that he's getting. Right there, nair into the edge, into the forward air. Still has the tether mark too.
No air dodge left on Cake. Manages the touch grant. Once again, I got mixed.
Up air?
Gets the, not the second one! This is so good for CakeAssault.
This is the out strong.
This is huge.
This is his opportunity. Gets the cape, gets the tech off the cape, and Soul Rifle finds his way back.
Yeah, uppercut not gonna do it, but Cake off stage 139 with the mark on him too.
Gets the parry, and there he...
Oh, gets the...
What are you doing, Soul Rifle?
No, the Lily on top of the platform was going to interrupt the up strong because he was already marked.
Oh, okay.
So he F-tilted to try and get him to go off
like,
the
why
side.
not just down strong then? Yeah, and then he does it.
Yeah, I do agree the down strong would have been the play.
Yeah.
But I think he thought, okay, maybe the F-tilt will be a DI mix-up, but still, he's there. 2-0 right now.
Yeah.
You could see that he is visibly just like trying to keep himself in the zone.
Yeah,
he's 18 or something. Like, the dude's got a lot of energy in him, and when you're on the big stage facing off against the best player in the world, about to maybe 3-0 him?
I mean, here's the
understandably like a little excited about that.
The good sign of fortune, though, right, is he had a dropped kill against Seggo, right, that he could have found, and that's what led to Seggo winning, was he just couldn't find it together. In this case, fighting his way into the smoke, but still CakeAssault wins out in the end, but an important parry.
No, he was still invincible because he parried Lily.
Yeah.
He tried.
Went right through.
You gotta be thinking like, oh no, I goofed. I bamboozled. That miss on that side B on that side B mark wound up costing him that whole game 3, and the crowd is coming alive. Everyone is shouting you.
Hip hip hooray over and over again at CakeAssault's back here. I mean, going to Tower Heaven.
Yeah, going to Tower for game number 3. I mean, Lily's great on basically all platforms. The only platforms I think she's really like not as useful on are maybe like Blazing and Gates. But Soul Rifle already won on Gates, so he doesn't have to worry about that. He does have to worry about that SD though at 40. That is huge.
Still holding on to life at 162, and Cakes just keeps it. Oh, I'm so worried there, and it still puts him in a tough position.
Yeah, this is rough. Down tilt again. Going for the forward strong there. That's going to kill, and Cake is up 3 stocks to 1 right now in game 4. That's sort of like up B cancel, like, okay, I see where you're DIing. I'm starting to react to it. We're seeing that soul rifle again, which is good to see. Ooh.
If that hadn't traded, I think that would have been a kill.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Solid read.
Solid stuff, yeah. Gets the up strong. Maple can clear a stock at 50. We've seen it before, but that back air is going to do it.
We're not going to see it there, but we know he can do it.
Yeah, it feels like he threw. He feels like, oh, you know, that set should have been mine. Like, I had that dead to rights, and I let that slip through my fingers.
Right now, we're having very close even percents. Each player managed to get a pretty strong hit, but now we have CakeAssault taking that first stock.
Yeah, and that is huge right now, because again, like 61%. Cake playing so well around the Lily and goes in for the parry right after he knows the combo is going to end. 79 and counting. Waited for the tech and everything, but just barely missed it. But it doesn't matter. Where you go, he's going to find you.
He's going to have his clone ready to set him up just perfectly. CakeAssault with his strongest lead yet here on Game 5.
This is looking like a grim 3-stock right now, unless Soul Rifle can do something to really make this work. There it is. Down strong off of the parry punish.
The triangle dash too, specifically after the tether, which helped him stall out for that parry and get himself that kill. Soul Rifle still has a long road, but I mean, this is Forest Floor, really short ceilings here, right? This is still possible.
It's still possible, but Soul Rifle has to do so much work to get this to do it, but the up strong is going to do it, and CakeAssault with a reverse 3-0 after such a dominating game 1 and 2. Is able to take it home. And
did he not fist bump?
Not fist bump. He doesn't want to do it. He looks very upset about it.
What?
Yeah, the
there he goes.
Yeah, he gives him something. He gave him something.
Over again. His clutch factor might actually rival Cake's.
And this is it. We've got grand finals here at Genesis 9. We've got Seggo on the winner's side, and we've got CakeAssault coming for losers.
Yeah, this is all on the line here for Cake. If he wants to maintain and get himself a 5th Genesis win, he has to take it here. But an opportunity for a new champion of Rivals of Aether.
Yep, there it is. There's a down strong right there.
Not going to close out the stock, still putting Seggo at so high, but at the same time, right, this down strong will close it out for Cake, but he's at 102% against Seggo's Olympia.
Yeah, and I mean, like, this is, there it is. There's the up B off of the up air, and that's going to do it. Game 1 going to Seggo. But we did see a little bit more adaptation there. We saw that he was starting to react to when Seggo was coming down with buttons, getting parries and clearing out the stocks. And I think that's kind of what might need to happen at the very least with some of the more decisive moments.
Endless Abyss, right? This is a stage where it's nothing but ground game. Considering how much ground that Olympia can cover here, I guess maybe the idea is to just try to keep the juggle going as much as possible when you manage to win, or to keep relying on those footsies and anti-airs as a way to repel Seggo's falling. But at the moment, ooh, the second teleport breaking the focus.
Second clone was able to break the focus, which is insane. Because like you wouldn't think like, oh, you know, I can do that with my clone. I could do that with like maybe my with my Nair.
Yeah.
You know. I don't really have that many multi-hit moves. The fact that Cake can think of doing that is so powerful.
The other thing I just realized, another great upside of this stage, there are no platforms to be laddered off of.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. There's no platforms to be laddered, but also that means that you have no escape from like the juggle combos that Olympia can do.
Right, but I say that because usually when Seggo's able to take a stock lightning fast, it's because he has that platform to jump off of, right?
True, but right there, we get the up air into the back air. CakeAssault taking game 2, staying on the board. The crowd coming alive.
So now it's Seggo with a slight lead.
A very slight one right now, but manages to get backstage, gets the Nair conversions. And we're seeing Cake back on stage again. Oh, gets the parry on the crystal.
And gets the KO afterwards. Oh, CakeAssault. Cake's been getting these parry punishes. I can't exist in the field if I'm worried that he's going to parry and reflect it and hit me. That could be a thing.
Gonna live it.
Beautiful DI once again. Falling up there.
Yeah, falling up there to break the crystal. Oh, but he gets the bunny.
Was he thinking of parrying again?
I think he was thinking, there's no way he lets it rip. There's no way he lets that rip unless it's full charge. But he did. And I mean, Dan, you can explain like the whole idea there behind the the charge down strong adding more range on the crystal field?
I mean, we need to discuss it later because right now, Cake just took this game.
Let's go.
Right, and just staying just out of range of those side Bs. All right, clone destroyed. Just wavelands onto the stage, doesn't even try to deal with the crystal.
So far, yeah, like the side special off stage has not been paying out for Seggo at all this game in the way that it was.
Waited for that.
So good.
He's waiting for Seggo to pull the trigger now on those up Bs. Like he's shifted his like air dodge beat. Oh, but there it is. There's the crystal pop into the F strong after the tech.
Right, yeah, to just get that extra bit of coverage. And now this is that lower percent range where we know Seggo can still make some fantastic combos into a kill, even here on Fire Capital. And so far, yeah, we have CakeAssault DIing hard out on those nairs.
All right, yep, and the down strong, that's gonna do it. We have a bracket reset. You're kind of on the back foot, like in a pretty big way, because now like Cake's kind of understanding your playstyle habit. You have to adapt to his adaptations, see what he's done, because like you said, Dan, it's live adaptation. Like we're seeing Cake do completely different things from the winner's final set. And now Seggo has to adapt. He's got 5 games to adapt, maybe even less.
Yeah, the second set, reset of grand finals here. This determines the champion of this Genesis of the season.
And that was kind of what was getting him like the KOs like earlier on.
Aiming the focus on clearing up that. How Cake was ready when he saw that whip. He just decided Seggo's gonna try to hit me again. Wait a little bit longer for the parry this time. To be genuine, it's one of the things I love about the Rivals community is that they cheer whenever anybody does anything sick. Like even if it's like their boy being styled on, they still lose their mind. I've seen it at Heatwave. The crowd cheering when SBS was losing. Like it happens everywhere.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, that's because they don't get to see SBS lose that much.
This is also very true. Yeah, SBS being like one of the most dominant players in the Arizona region.
They're just happy to see somebody able to beat him.
They're like, oh, finally. So he is mortal. He is mortal. He can be beaten. Oh my God, the crystal spike.
It's okay, Cake.
Yeah. The spacing that Cake had to just barely get away from another up special, and he almost turned it into a kill with that spike, but here's an opportunity getting the up air. Not another spike going for a forward air that time, and Cake holding on and ready to parry the gem.
Yeah. Right now, oh, that's big. Yeah, it gets caught by the cape into the up strong. Good RNG on Cake's side right now.
So, I have to hold my breath because I see, especially with that high platform around, but like, I know Seggo can kill a stock fresh here with this difference. Here we go. Big
you never. Oh, no, you just wake up down strong.
Wake up down strong. A moment of arcane beauty in this force burn.
Yeah.
And CakeAssault takes that first game, nodding at the crowd's cheer.
Yeah, I mean, frame 5, you know? Sometimes you just gotta wake up down strong. Just call out Zedivern.
Yeah.
Call out for the fire's roar.
We running it right back on Neo Jules Veil, a new skin of Olympia. Every time one falls, a new challenger arises, but the back air calling out the focus down.
He's a little bit more fan of Jade than Garnet, you know.
Everyone has their own birthstone. I actually have no idea what Seggo's would be. I don't know his birthday.
If he wins this game, it might just be Jade. Might be Emeralds. Yeah. All right. Oh, see, there it is again, that turnaround down tilt just to mix up your DI a little bit more. Gets it into a down strong again, and Cake is up dominantly again. 2 stocks to 1 in game 2.
Playing so beautifully on point, having a full stack of combust, and once again, like, Cake keeps sneaking these tiny moments to destroy that gem without dropping a beat in neutral or recovery.
Oh, bit of a misinput. Gonna cost him the stock.
Gets a purple.
31 right now, or 37 on Seggo, and climbing. CakeAssault said, no, you don't even get to talk about the percent differential right now. I'm just going to continue killing. Absolutely.
Oh, this is looking like Cake is the one who's going to be tearing this all apart.
Wait, hang on. We have a big combo here.
Looks for it. Going to be a tech and air dodge
this is
right
huge.
past. This could be massive.
No
we
air
have
dodge
no
on
air
the force
dodge
run right now. Has a double jump, and that's it. Clone breaks his butt. Yep. This could be massive. This is all Seggo needs to bring it back.
Oh, I love that Seggo jumping out to kind of threaten the possibility of a jet pop. Oh, man.
This is massive. Again, like, it's one conversion away.
Doesn't
get the parry on the up B.
Oh, good use of a stall after that focus dash. Seggo recognizing that he's been capitalized on there. And Seggo just waiting, stalking that ledge, looking for his prey one more time.
Up B,
not gonna find it. The grip
gonna do it. And CakeAssault with the huge pop off. you know he knew that he basically gave Seggo that game. Outside of the, he's been mixing it up a good bit with the forward air spikes as well as the off-state, the side, the sour hits as well, or I guess strong hit really more than anything else. But I mean, in this case, like, you got your up strongs that will also be killing like incredibly early too. I think the platform layout also just gives Olympia a lot to really work with. Boom.
That is a really tough angle to come back on, but never mind.
But he
I
comes
was
back
wrong.
to stage, gets the backer, and rough DI means that Seggo is dying first off that whole exchange, and Cake is now just going to tack on as much extra credit as he can, because at 143, you know Seggo's going to look for it. Yeah, right there. There's that up B.
Cake is just waiting. He is enjoying the pressure he's putting on. Like, we basically had a wake-up DP there, right? It's just like, you can hit air with that.
Oh, here we go. Yep, there we go. Okay, we get it. Forward strong, taunting, getting himself back getting him back into the swing of things. I know that it's kind of a mental reset for some people. They want to get themselves back into the swing of things. I know Seggo's probably like hitting himself a little bit because he's like, I could have had that game. I could have had it. It could have been 1-1, but no. Right now he's on the back foot. He has to make it work. Ooh. Yeah, he has to go for these riskier options.
Yeah, I mean, that's what's at stake here. He needs to reclaim the set. I mean, he is again potentially 2 stocks away from being eliminated.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, sick.
There's that tech, the double crystallize.
Yeah, having the power of that armor against Forsberg on the way up, there's so few ways for him to deal with that.
Yeah, and right now we're seeing it again. Oh, but whiffs it just a little too early on the trigger and gets the up strong.
Waits for the parry too, right? Gets that little bit of extra charge. 100% though on this Forsberg. This again, smaller blast zone stage. Olympia can absolutely even this up. Seggo can absolutely even this up.
Yeah, but CakeAssault is 1 stock away from the 3P. 1 stock away from winning Genesis 9, but now it's 1 stock away from being Game 4. And it's very doable for a character like Olympia and a player like Seggo.
Yeah, his punish game has just been legendary across titles, across formats. Looking for just 1 opening, the right hit. And I mean, Cake is not looking to give that at all, right? Completely content to spread out smoke, go to the other side of the stage, and focus on repelling these air approaches.
Every back air makes me inhale just so sharply because it could just spell the end of the run. You don't want to see a down strong pop up. You don't want to see, but you do want to see this if you're a fan of Seggo.
Seggo fans have just a little bit more gas in their tank, but...
Oh, wait. Oh, whiffs the up strong. This is so rough. Oh, stays out of the range of the up strong. That's so big. Again, just staying out of the threat range of all the caves. Doesn't matter if he has to play a little bit slower. He knows that it can spell the end if he gets caught by any of it.
Right. Gets the back air, and CakeAssault secures the 3-peat, taking Genesis 9, triumphing over Seggo in a long grand final. Well, actually for him, quite quick. CakeAssault popping off, justifiably, absolutely #1 in the game. But what a fight Seggo put up. And
yeah, you know, they honked it out at the end.
Hug, yeah.
Hey, I just won Genesis 9 for Rivals. I've won Genesis 5, 7, and 8, so this is my 4th, 3rd in a row. I really didn't think I was going to win this one, but I felt like Sam really needed the win, so I did it for him. And I don't know, it was awesome. I can't believe I won. That was pretty sick. Follow me on Twitter at CakeAssault. Follow me on Twitch, also just CakeAssault. And I hope you enjoyed it if you watched it.